take a closer look at how the vaccine rollout is playing out in one state. New Jersey is planning to open up 6 COVID-19 vaccine megasites across the state early next week with an aim to vaccinate 70% of its adult residents within 6 months. The state is also setting up a network of more than 200 satellite vaccination sites, including hospitals, health and urgent care centers, chain pharmacies, and local sites. Joining us now is New Jersey's Democratic Governor, Phil Murphy. Governor Murphy, thank you very much for joining us. Quite a Herculean effort. In terms of what you have set up so far with the sites that you're using for distribution of the vaccine, how many people do you think you can vaccinate a month?
Good to be with you, and General Perner's a good man. So I know there was a miscommunication, but we march onward. This is an incredibly complex challenge, and I'm sure there'll be bumps in the road. Listen, we're going to get 212,000 doses this week between Moderna and Pfizer, and that number will continue to go up in each ensuing week. And we're going to go from the 1A healthcare workers, long-term care residents, out from there to other vulnerable communities and essential workers, and then to the general public, I hope by April or May. So I'm not sure I can give you an exact number, but my guess is we're looking at 500,000 or more in the next month of folks who are going to get it, and the numbers, God willing, will go up from there.
What's the message you want New Jersey residents to hear if they are worried they have to pay for it, they're worried they can't afford it, they're worried about the vaccine in some way? Is there uniform messaging from the government set up in New Jersey in terms of, what people need to understand in terms of getting this vaccine to inspire them to do it?
You betcha. And it's a good question because you've got some anti-vaccine folks to begin with. You've had some noise around the development of this vaccine. I will tell you, we speak to the medical experts morning, noon, and night. This thing is for real. It is safe, it works, and we need folks to get it, and they should not worry for 1 second about the pocketbook issue. This will be paid for, and God willing, with a big dose of that coming from the federal government. We have to overcome the suspicion around this. Our objective is 70% of our population, or our adult population. That's 4.5 million people in New Jersey, and we got to get there. We got to get there sooner than later.
Governor, it's Jonathan Lemire. Good morning. Great to see you again.
Hey,
Governor
John.
Cuomo from a neighboring state has called for a temporary travel restriction for the United Kingdom in the wake of the discovery of this new, more contagious strain of coronavirus. There's an outbreak there in Britain. Now, New Jersey, of course, is home to Newark International Airport, one of the busiest international airports in the nation. Do you share Governor Cuomo's concern? Do you believe some temporary travel ban should also be put in place?
We haven't put it in place yet. I do share the concern, but I've got a broader message, and that is don't travel, period. We were updating a list of American states each week. We got up to 46 of the 50 states that were beyond any acceptable limits. And we finally said a few weeks ago, listen, just don't travel anywhere. And that would include, I think, right now, the UK. I share his concern. I think the closer we are to home for the holidays, the smaller the celebration, as in immediate family or the bubble in which you're living, the faster we'll come out of this.
Well, Governor, let me follow up on exactly that, the idea of travel. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe New Jersey saw a surge in infections after the Thanksgiving holiday because of, in part, people gathering for family celebrations and people traveling in and out of state. How big is your concern about the Christmas holiday coming up? What are you telling residents in your state to do? And could there be even restrictions or enforcements you put into place to try to limit that travel?
Listen, it's hard to stop somebody in the United States of America from crossing from one state to another, but we clearly have a bunch of factors coming together right now which add up to a lot of concern. Cold weather, holidays, fatigue, private setting transmission, lack of a national strategy. Those 5 factors have led to in addition to the expected second wave, have led to a surge. There's no question about it. And I think it gets worse before it gets better. And the holidays, to your very good question, are a big contributing factor. We want folks to stay home and stay small. That's my message.
All right, New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy, thank you very much for being on this morning. And again, yes, no traveling, don't gather, not this year.
Thanks for checking out MSNBC on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. And you can click on any of the videos around us to watch more from Morning Joe and MSNBC. Thanks so much for watching.